Hello, FB. My name is Chris Rivera. Most of you guys know me as the person that does the sound out and back, or the guy that's laughing really, really hard at Nick's awesome jokes. I'm married to Abigail Lyles. Many of you guys know her too in the Lyles family. I'm 25 years old. I've been coming to FBE since, well, solid, I've been coming for the past probably about 4 years. And before that, intermittently for probably another 4. So before I was a Christian, I did a lot of stuff that was illegal. I probably broke most of the commandments. Well, I know I did break most of the commandments. And just overall, my life wasn't together as far as practicality goes. And on the side of religion or anything that had to do with God, for me at that time, I was against. I didn't really think there was anything above what man could do. It wasn't me. And so a lot of those kinds of people I bashed, and I was very vocal against. Very adamant on them being wrong and me being right. I came to know that I needed Christ when my relationship with Abby got to be a lot more serious. When we started dating in high school, we knew each other in high school. That's where we met and everything like that. And it came to the point to where I first had to become a responsible young adult, because I mean I was 19, 20 at the time, and those kinds of behaviors and patterns were seldomly practiced in my life beforehand. I mean, because even up to that point, I was very much a kid, and I knew I needed to make the right choices in order for our life to really begin together. And that included me understanding what we were doing wrong as a couple and what we needed to change together and what I needed to do, as well as accepting everything that I had done and all the things that I wasn't doing. And that was very hard, because before I knew I could go to Christ, I knew I had to completely break down who I was and start piece by piece building, which wasn't all done before I came to Christ, and he very much helped with all of that process. And it's a process that's still going on, and maybe going on for a while. But making the right choices after I asked her to marry me, I knew then that I needed to become a man, and that also entailed me accepting Christ, not because that was the right thing to do, but because there had been a lot of me denying him in my heart and in my life for so long that it just seemed to be the right time. It really felt like I had just been struck a blow by him right in my gut, and the only way that I was going to get my breath back was going to be, okay, let's do this. When I gave my life to Christ, it was a accumulation of most of the work done by Colin and Matt and Thomas during Refuge. During our college years, mine and Abby's early college years, we came over here every Thursdays, hung out for a few hours, we did some lessons, we talked. There wasn't pressure to accept anything, just the mutual feeling of being there for one another. And up to that point, I had lost some key people in my life that was hard traversing life through afterwards. And through that, it was a different kind of brotherhood that I felt, that wasn't just made from, hey guys, let's go do this today. Hey guys, let's go do that today. There was real bonding there that was so unique. And me accepting that with Thomas baptizing me that Sunday, it was that meant for me a new definition of brotherhood and my first steps in discipleship that I would later also take with Colin and Thomas, and it was very very rejuvenating. When I accepted Jesus, I accepted everything in my life beforehand having a different kind of meaning. There are times today where I constantly reflect back at the things that I did, and I can see God moving in that. And it's pretty cool to know, like, okay, well, this is where he corrected me here, and this is where he still was for me. And that does a lot for me experience-wise, preparing for my future, and learning how to listen to him, learning how to see things. That's what becoming a Christian meant for me, as far as the ins and outs of my daily life and looking out to my past. So my life after Christ is, it kind of mirrors the way it was before, where everything is, for the most part, simple, nothing special. And I'm not saying that about God. I'm saying that, out of being humble. My stance is on everything that I was before I met Christ. The doing illegal stuff, I know I don't need to do any of those things anymore, because God is there for me. I didn't need any kind of fulfillment to get me through the day on something else that wasn't going to do anything for me, but I can get it with God and through his people. Where I once bashed people for their beliefs and picked on them and just was very ugly to them, I now see them as brothers and sisters, people I can lean on, people I can that can hold me accountable for my actions. They are people that I love. They are people that are there for me as much as I am there for them. And on the scale of as far as how I outview the world beforehand, it was so small and centered to me, and now it's everybody and everything, and it's filled with love, with responsibility, and with a sense of truth, of who we are, and what we're here to do for God. Okay.
Great.
All right.
That's perfect, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.